Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Yep.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson now. Rolling to his right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
And he fends him off.
But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. So after the INT, it's Allen.
It got his man complete.
Loose inside the 30. Curtis Samuel.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
A final shot before half for Allen. Steps away. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the D's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the D's, cause she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the, say, put y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer, say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get.
On a muggy night here in Houston, Texas, it's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. And we are underway from Houston.
Escaping a tackler at the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
He's still on his feet. Joe Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
74 yards.
And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 20.
A first carry for Rachaad White. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White
From a yard out.
and the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Stays on his feet, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Mixon running wide side.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1.
Second down and 8. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Cam Akers.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Shedding through the defense. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From the gun, Mayfield.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing, Mayfield. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got...
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Stroud off the play fake.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield to throw it.
He'll dump this one off here to White.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
To throw, Mayfield.
Gets the check down throw to White.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mayfield on play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And again, it's Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
White, he'll try the left side. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stroud to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Fighting through pressure. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Stroud.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
On the quick, right?
As Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st down, here's White. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways, what you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? That is caught. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here's first and goal. White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
Mayfield.
Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Mayfield to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
That ultra ground move, riding in the years, use tighten up, you would lose. I approve. I bet I stepped and approved. Straight ultra ground make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them feeling with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmitt Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing down, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run with a rookie from UCLA.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Mahomes again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by D.J. Reed.
And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Paul again.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
We're scoreless after one.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
This pass complete to Ruckert.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Hall.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And a check down complete to Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
from 8 yards out.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hall. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A handoff for Hall.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Hall.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And just shutting him off there. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some space here.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up past the 30.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Down the left sideline, Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now 17-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Hall again on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running with power here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Steele, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. But they'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
This is Hall.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
Trucks over him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Here's Hall again.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rodgers now to throw.
Connection made to Ruckert.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on third and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come up first and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mahomes.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Here's Mahomes. He's got Smith-Schuster.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here's second down. Mahomes will throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. There he goes, left side.
Inside the 10.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run this one in.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Second down, goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run here on third and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
You say my look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when me wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need the weight. If you get it, pop the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your keep that baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby.
Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that. I think he knows. When I say to him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on. And he knows it's true. When I play with him like that. When I play with him like that. Play with him like that. That he's coming right back.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one 28 yards on the ground. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Goff now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Crowder now to return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Daniels.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd down and 6 now. On the bootleg, it's Daniels.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Goff.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Here's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To the air goes Daniels. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw is Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
Montgomery back to the ground. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Goff looking to change the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
This is taken at the 18. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Lions will take over.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now it's Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively, a massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range and with a chance to walk out of here winners.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.